Good day, fellow educators. Welcome to the free webinar of Asia Pacific Association of Educators Training Institute. I am Edralyn Labay, currently teaching at San Pedro National High School at San Pedro Santo Tomas from the Division of Batangas. Before we get started, I would like to take this time to thank our kind-hearted and dedicated President and CEO of APAETI, Dr. Raquel V. Bernabe, for giving me this kind of opportunity to share with you some tips for an effective distance learning. So before we start, I'll just give some reminders that those participants who registered in a real time are the only qualified to get the certificate. And also, please do like, share, and subscribe APAETI YouTube channel and Facebook page. The topic that I want to discuss and talk about is keep educating yourself. Tips for an effective distance learning. Learning never stops. The COVID-19 global pandemic has turned our day-to-day lives upside down, especially for teachers and students. We're used to being in full and rowdy classrooms. Yet, here we are, teaching, learning, and engaging behind the screens. That's why I want to share with you some tips. Again, I am Edralyn Labay, a proud affiliate member of APAETI. Of course, we do have some rules to follow. First, you should be a registered participant through the link posted on APAETI Facebook page. Also, watch the entire video. Listen attentively. Do like, share, and subscribe APAETI YouTube channel, and at the end of this webinar, you must evaluate to get your e-certificate. In this webinar, we have 3 objectives. Number 1, discuss the key tips for an effective distance learning. Number 2, appreciate the value of these key tips for an effective distance learning. And number 3, learn key tips as best practices for an effective distance learning. So as we start, according to DepEd Order number 21, Series of 2019, pages 96, distance learning. This refers to a learning delivery modality where a learner is given materials, or it is what we call the modules or worksheets that will be delivered at home, or access to resources and application, for example, the platforms that will be applied and utilized in an online distance learning, where he or she undertakes self-directed study at home or in another venue. Commonly and specifically, that locations will be our barangay halls. The teacher supervises and monitors the learner's progress, wherein it is not enough and it will not stop in just giving and supplementing the materials. This will be followed by giving instructions and remediation, and also enhancement when needed and possible. Assistance may be provided by a learning facilitator who may be a parent or any member of the family or a community stakeholder. With this, parent will play an important role in this remote learning modality. Isa sa mga delivery mode ay ang distance learning, kung saan hindi pisikal na magkasama o magkaharap ang guro at estudyante. There are types of distance learning na kung saan maaaring matuto ang mga bata sa pamamagitan ng printed modules na ibibigay ng paaralan, online platforms, o lesson na mapapanood o mapapakinggan sa radyo. So these are my tips for an effective distance learning. By keep educating yourself. First, keep prepared and make a plan. Then, keep an organized learning environment. And keep yourself motivated. Let's start with keep prepared and make a plan. Good time management when you are working means planning your tasks and activities so as to make the best use of your time. Being well organized so that you don't waste time, and doing the things you have to do while still having time for the things you want to do. With this, you need to prepare and plan. Prepare and use a work calendar to plan your trimester or year, or a work timetable to help you plan each week, and it will help you get organized and give you an overview of what work you need to do. Start by filling in all the important dates, such as conferences, due date of reports, distribution and collection of modules, for example. Fill in deadlines for tasks or reports. Also, include other important dates, such as birthdays and other celebrations, family commitments, school holidays, or important work dates. And also, don't forget to include your time for relaxation. And next is set a realistic goals. Start by looking at the task you need to do, or by deciding what you want to achieve or your goals. Then write them down. This makes them more real and helps you to commit to them. When you set your goals, it should be specific. For example, complete Module 1, Chapter 1, pages 1 to 35, rather than read the first part of the learning material or module. Then divide them into smaller, more manageable or measurable parts. This means you can measure what you've done. For example, if your goal is to complete your weekly reports by Friday afternoon, you'll be able to measure whether you've achieved your goal. Then set a mini deadline for each of them. For example, make a lesson exemplar week 1 and 2 on Thursday afternoon, or I'll complete the draft of my report by the end of this week. In setting your goal, don't forget to review your goals at regular intervals to make sure that it will still work for you. The next one is keep an organized learning environment. We all know that we are in a new normal setting, and there's a rapid change in our noble profession, especially in our workplace. There's no right or wrong place to work. If it fits you, well, that's great. What's important is that it should be a place where you can be comfortable. There is a suitable desk or table, good light, and a good chair that gives you proper support. A place where you can focus, a quiet place to work. It is important that you choose somewhere that's reasonably private and free from interruptions. And also a place to store your work materials so you can access them easily to stay as productive as possible. A healthy workplace environment improves productivity. By keeping organized, you will save time looking for things and will have more time to work on important tasks. You can reduce your stress level and you can ensure you meet your deadlines. And last is keep yourself motivated. Motivation is the key to having almost all aspects of life. For every success, it is a combination of skill and will. That is what you know and how you apply yourself. The more motivated you are, the better you'll apply yourself. So you need to be positive. Talk positively. Give yourself positive messages. For example, I can make it. I can succeed. I am good at. And think about your successes. Make a list of things you've done successfully in the past. This could be reports or presentations or demonstrations. Then think about how you achieve those things and use those techniques again. Also, you can revise with a friend or fellow educators. Then, if one of you is having a bad day, and other can be encouraging and get you motivated again. Another thing is reward yourself. You can also increase your motivation by providing your own positive reinforcement or rewards. A reward can be big or small, as long it's something that you look forward to. For example, a walk on the beach, watching your favorite movie, going to the game on Saturday, or a great cup of coffee. And once you decide on what rewards will motivate you, check your work plan and make sure that you've divided your work into a doable parts. So plan a reward at the end of each part. In a new normal setting, you'll face disappointment, discouragement, confusion, and lack of inspiration. But you have to keep yourself motivated or make an effort to surpass all the obstacles and embrace new learnings and experiences. So these are the tips that I want to share with you, and allow me to share with you some pictures related to the topic. Keep educating yourself. Tips for an effective distance learning. First is keep prepared and make a plan. To achieve great things, you need to plan. And you should display your plan somewhere prominent to keep reminding you of them. And the second one is keep an organized learning environment. So this is my workplace. There is a good light and comfortable chair and table. So makikita din natin yung lahat ng reminders and tasks to be accomplished. Hanggang sa pagbukas ng laptop ay notes pa rin upang hindi na makalimutan ang mga dapat gawin. And the last one is keep yourself motivated. It is said that you can increase your motivation by giving rewards to yourself, like riding in a motorcycle or a place where you can reduce stress, also food and things you wanted, and most especially, your family that serves as your inspiration and keeps you motivated. I hope you learned from some tips that I have shared. We all know that we'll accomplish nothing if we choose to stay inside our comfort zone forever. Constant learning will move you out of your comfort zone and keep your mind alive and awake, something you'll be grateful for all your life. The best key to success is keep educating yourself. Thank you, educators, and God bless us all. Together, stronger, we educate.